Hey, how are you? My name is Cindy Rowe, and I am a kindness spreader. I gave that title to myself a few years ago, and I I gave it because that's really where I found happiness and joy. And it's where my life actually made a pivot. I'm here today because I decided that it was time for me to go public with bringing kindness to the workplace, not only in leadership, but all throughout the organization. And so that's why I decided to do this series called The Kindness Advantage. Yesterday, I actually posted on my social media um, a quote, and it said, "Kind heart, fierce mind." And I wanted to kind of talk a little bit more about that in depth. Like, why is it so important to bring kindness into the workplace, into the business? Like, why should that matter? We often think of kindness as a weakness, but in fact, it is a strength. And I would encourage you to figure out little ways to bring more kindness to your workplace, or if you are a leader, to encourage kindness with your employees. And like, they don't have to be major things, it can be very simple ways, simple things that you do on a daily basis, regular basis, that encourages more kindness. And why? Why should people be more kind? Well, if you're asking that question, you can just unfollow me right now because that is silly. The world needs more kindness. And we spend majority of our life in business, in work. So why not make it a fun place to be, a kind place to be where we look forward to going, right? So I'll give you a few ideas if you're stuck on like, how can I be more kind at work, right? Easy. How about when you come into work, when you come into your business place, say good morning or hello to everyone that you walk by on your way to your desk. Sounds easy, right? Sounds really simple. Not many people do it. So it's something that everyone can do. And just think, like, you don't have to stop and have a major conversation, but just saying good morning. I mean, like, it peps you up, it peps them up, and then you're like, hey, wow, Cindy's in a good mood, or wow, I'm glad she said hello to me. Oh, I was wondering if she'd ever talk to me when she walked by. Those little things, right? The other thing I think of, like, right off the top of my head, and I mentioned this in my post, is that sometimes it's so easy to just shoot off an email real quick. Um, but what if you decided to pick up the phone and give that message instead? So, what if it's not the best news, right? What if you're like, I gotta let them down a little bit, and I'd rather hide behind the email, hide behind the computer screen? What if you delivered that news through a voice, if you can't go to them in person, but giving them a phone call? Like, that makes much more of a difference. That shows, hey, she took a little bit of extra time because she cares and she knows that this isn't easy, but she really wants me to, know that she has that level of care, the level of empathy. And I just think, it doesn't have to be a long conversation. Again, I know we're all super busy, but picking up that phone call could make a difference in not only your future relationship with that individual, but on their day and how they absorb the information, because we all know we read emails differently. So I may shoot you off a really quick email, not meaning any harm, but the way you take it, you might take it to heart and be like, wow, I don't think that went very well, or, I don't think they understood what I was trying to do. There's so many mixed signals on email. A simple phone call could make a big difference, right? And lastly, my third tip for it is So we're all, again, super busy. We're all using things, the equipment in the workplace and your business. What if when you make a copy that you notice that the paper is low, that you add more paper to it? I mean, seriously, that is super kind, right? And it takes zero effort. You're already there at the copy machine. Why not add paper? I don't know. That's just like three little ideas that I thought of that I wanted to share. Like, and think about in your workplace, in your business, like what are some things that you could do on a regular basis or encourage your employees or staff members to do to encourage that culture of kindness and encourage people to do nice things for one another? What a difference that might make. Now, you might be like, again, why should we do this? Well, being kind, like doing random acts of kindness or just doing kind things for others, actually makes us happy. There have been over 20 studies on this, right? And if you've been following me for any bit of time, you know that I do random acts of kindness for my birthday month and also every Monday. And I will tell you, it changes your mood. It lifts you up. So why not do it? And happy people are more productive, they're more creative, and they're just more fun to be around, right? Like, seriously. So, kindness breeds happiness. Happiness breeds better employees. So, there's one more reason why you should encourage kindness in the workplace. I also want to extend my gratitude towards everyone that watched, tuned in, commented, sent me a message about my first episode. I certainly appreciate it. It made it much easier to get on today to do it. But really, I am here to encourage and tell you that kindness can exist in the workplace. And in fact, kindness should exist in the workplace. Thank you so much. And if you have a kindness story to share that has happened to you in your job, in your business, in an organization where you volunteer, please message me or drop it in the comments below. Let me know that you watched this. Let me know all the cool things that you've experienced with kindness throughout your work experience. I am gathering these stories for a special project, so I certainly appreciate it. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and I will see you next week on the Kindness Advantage. Bye for now.